Link Road. Nigel Farage.
Thank you, Mr Chairman. Well, I'm here to support my geographical neighbour, the Honourable Member for Harwich and North Essex. He's absolutely right. It would be wholly irresponsible to commence the building of thousands of houses without knowing that a road is going to be completed. And so I'm here to support completely what he says, and I'm sure that constituents in all neighbouring constituencies would overwhelmingly agree. I just wonder whether ever, when these things are debated, be it here or in the main chamber, whether we ever really pause for a moment to understand what we've done, what both Conservative and Labour governments have done. A 10 million increase in the population in the last 20 years. The Office of National Statistics this morning suggesting that another 3 to 4 million will be added in the next few years. These are all problems of uncontrolled mass migration and the population explosion. I wonder whether many members level with their constituents about the causal factors here.
Minister.
Thank you, Mr Chairman. It's a pleasure to serve under your chairmanship. I want to start off by thanking the Honourable Member for Harwich and North Essex for securing this very important debate and for highlighting his concerns about this project. And to other Honourable Members for their interventions. I know how much these debates mean and matter to constituency MPs as someone who spent many years securing debates of this form to raise important issues affecting our constituencies. The government recognises there are significant benefits to high quality large-scale developments which deliver much needed housing, and I'm grateful that he acknowledges the importance of housing in communities like his and up and down the country. We recognise that the right infrastructure must be put in place first, including the right transport infrastructure. Without this, facilities and transport become overstretched. And one of the consequences of this overstretch is, of course, congestion and delay in the journeys of both existing residents and commercial traffic. The Housing Infrastructure Fund was established, as he knows, in 2017 primarily to provide upfront infrastructure funding, infrastructure to support the delivery of large-scale strategic housing developments. This £4.2 billion fund will unlock 260,000 homes. 30,000 of those homes have already been started, and we expect around 73,000 further completions during this Parliament. This will make a significant contribution to the government's target of 1.5 million homes, and that is a major commitment of this government. Previous governments also had commitments around house building, recognising the need in our country for housing. I'm aware that, of course, as he's spoken about the project in his constituency, the tendering Colchester Borders Garden Community Project, and this project is expected to initially unlock 5,000 homes at the garden community and will increase over time to a total of 7,500. He has already highlighted a number of points, but I just want to restate those. This government is providing £99.9 million from the Housing Infrastructure Fund for Essex County Council to build a rapid transit system high-speed bus route. This will run through the north to the south of Colchester, connecting to the new community. And I'm pleased to note this work is under construction. The Honourable Member has shared and appreciate the concerns about the second item of infrastructure being funded, the A1331 Link Road, which will connect the A133 and the A120. Over the past years, infrastructure projects across the country have been affected, as he's pointed out, by a number of unexpected factors. Projects have been affected by the pandemic, other external events, rising inflation, the shortage of skilled labour, and in a constrained fiscal environment, government has had to make tough, difficult decisions. And due to the escalation of the costs with the tendering project, it is no longer possible to construct the entire link from the link road with the funding available. And additionally, there continues to be delivery challenges with the sections of the road, particularly in relation to land acquisition. In response to the request from Essex County Council in 2023, the previous government made the decision to use the available grant to fund only phase 1 of the link road. And I appreciate the honourable member's concerns over this de-scoping of the project. And I can assure him that together with the first phase of the link road, the existing local road network is sufficient to support 5,000 of the homes in the garden community. And moreover, I can assure him that the intention to deliver the full link remains. To this end, there is ongoing engagement between Homes England and local partners on support to enable the full link road to be delivered as soon as possible. This includes capacity funding to support planning, facilitation of joint working between public and private sector partners, and cross-government brokerage support, which I hope will help address some of those points that he's raised. Both Essex County Council and the housing developer Latimer have committed to use reasonable endeavours to procure delivery of phase 2. And additionally, to safeguard its delivery, there is a planning policy requirement for the developer to demonstrate funding is in place for the full link road. And my department is also providing support through our New Homes Accelerator programme, which will help with the pre-planning process for the garden community. Tendering Colchester Borders Garden Community is an important project, Mr. Chairman, in the area of an area of high demand. The Housing Infrastructure Fund grant is a catalyst for a wider £250 million private sector investment into infrastructure. And the new community will include a new country park, significant green and blue infrastructure promoting sustainable and active travel, a new 25-hectare sports and leisure park to be used in conjunction with the University of Essex, and a new 17-hectare business park for general employment. I'll just conclude this section: employment, business and industrial purposes. And the government's committed to the full delivery of the infrastructure originally planned under the Housing Infrastructure Fund grant. I'll give way to the honourable member.
I'm most grateful. She's saying one or two very interesting things. First of all, I've never heard anybody say, and I quote, I wrote down what she said, the local roads network is sufficient to support 5,000 new homes. I don't know who's told her that. I promise her that she has been misinformed. And this point she's just made about all this other desirable infrastructure to have for this development has got to come out of the Section 106 money that's now, according to this MOU, going to be diverted to the road. Section 106 money is not unlimited. 60 million, possibly, for this development to fund that road is a very, very large sum, £8,000 per household. Why is she convinced that this is still a viable development?
Minister.
Well, look, the honourable member has set out his critique. I think what's important is that we get this right, and that requires close working with him and other honourable members and my department, and that's why the brokerage element of what we do is really important. He makes very important points. We can continue the conversation beyond this debate, as I appreciate there are a number of complex issues that need to be worked through, but we are determined to support this development and make sure it's a success. If I may continue, Mr. Chair, just in terms of concluding, I would like to...
I just have one other guess.
Yeah.
We've got time.
Yes, of course.
Which is that I have little doubt that the delegated authority of the three combined authorities who are planning to give this planning permission will be minded to give planning permission come what may. But I reckon this decision would be subject to judicial review if this road is not guaranteed at the time of planning permission is granted. Now, it's a policy decision to make sure that the road is guaranteed, but then what else is taken away? And that itself will be challengeable under judicial review, given that it will be so far from the original plan. So I'm very grateful to hear from the Minister that she wants the conversation to continue. Long may it continue, and I hope we can reach a satisfactory solution.
Minister.
I'm grateful to the honourable member, and I know that